Alright. Today we have a roulette battle with ex-soldier. So we both got pretty weird teams. Well, I actually like my team, so let's just get into this. He leads off with a spinda. I lead off with my Ludicolo, and he has endure, so I'm guessing he likes to sweep with it. So alright, so he switches out after the leech seed, and I toxic the Star Raptor. Now I protect the scout out and to get a turn of poison on him, which is good for me and bad for him. I switch out to Reggie Steel because I know anything he does will not hurt me. So I'm thinking things are going pretty good for me. Brings in a bi-barrel, which gets me mad because I just hate these things. And he curses up, and I don't even know why I just let him curse up, but it wasn't a good idea. So earthquake, and it does shit damage, and he curses up again. This is looking bad. So I figure, hey, let me just go boom and explode on him and see exactly how much this thing does. It doesn't do nearly as much as I expected, but bi-barrel's ability just makes him so gay. Alright, so I just go into my Specs Latias, which is awesome, and he quick attacks, and I was so scared of the KO because I knew if he KO'd I would have lost. But he doesn't, and I get the Thunderbolt off, and bye barrel. So yay, another win for the Specs Latias. So he brings back in the spin. I don't even know why. I'm guessing to try to endure again. So I'll just switch out to my Scizor and set up. But he brings out a Zapdos, and this scares the shit out of me because I don't know if I have anything that could really take this thing out. So I have to come up with a way to get around this. So I switch out, and I come back in with Ludicolo because I know it could sponge pretty much any attack that the Zapdos would have to throw at me. So I go for the Leech Seed, and he switches out back to the Star Raptor. So I'm thinking this is the perfect setup. He gets Stealth Rock damage, he's poison, and I get the Leech Seed. I could take this thing out. Okay, so I pretty much get all my health back, or most of it at least. And I'm just gonna go for the protect. He should have known this, but even if it's obvious, it's gonna happen. So now I'm back at full health, and he's really close to dying. So I just decided to take a chance and go for the second protect, and I get it, which is good because he would have brave birded and killed me. So the Star Raptor is dead, and my Ludicolo is still at full health, so I'm happy. He brings in the Rampardos, and I figure I could probably take this thing out and live an attack. But he's choice banded and gets the Stone Edge, and gets a critical hit, and I die. So Ludicolo dies to that, and that's sad because he was doing such a good job. So I bring in my Kingdra. I figure Kingdra could take this guy out. So he switches out, and he has a Cresselia. Now I know my Scizor could handle this, but I don't want to take Scizor out until I know that Zapdos is gone. So I thought I'd just set up, and I'm going to keep setting up because I know this thing can't hurt me as much, and now I see the reflect. So I'm just going to keep setting up. And it's not like I didn't know that the Thunder Wave was coming. It's just at this point I didn't really care at all. So I figured he still can't hurt me, and he Ice Beams, which does nothing. So I just decided to Dragon Dance again. So he switches out and goes back to the Rampardos, probably hoping for a Parahax or hoping for me to DD up again. But instead I just Waterfall, and bye Rampardos. That's good for me because I did not want to take another shot from that thing at all, to the slightest bit. So he brings out the Zapdos, and I'm like, damn, with the reflect up it's going to be pretty hard to take it out. But I thought I'd try a Outrage, which should KO it from that health. And I get Parahaxed. Not a big deal, but Kingdra will be gone. So Kingdra's just wasted, and that Zapdos is still free to roam around, and I really don't know what I'm going to do about it. So I go to my last hope, which is the Specs Latias. Now if he's faster than me, I lose. But he's not. So I Draco Meteor the shit out of it, and it's gone. Very good for me. I think now that that's gone, I have the win. I feel pretty good about it. brings out the Cresselia. So now after all this time, I know it's a perfect time for me to bring out my Scizor. So he Thunder Waves. Saw it coming, but what can you do about it? I had nothing better to change to. So he reflects, and I get Parahax. Still not worried about it. I know he only has Ice Beam, so that ain't gonna do jack shit to me. So I get Parahaxed again. I'm just trying to set up my Swords Dance at this point, and 2 turns I just can't do it. So Ice Beams again, and now I get my Swords Dance up, which is great. So he Ice Beams one more time, and I X Scissor, which will do a nice chunk of damage, despite the reflect, which is awesome. So I go for another X Scissor to take it out, and I get Parahax one more time. Awesome. So Ice Beams me one more time, and at this point it's getting a little annoying that I haven't killed it, but the X Scissor finally comes out and the Cresselia is dead. So now I know I won this game because I only have the spinda to worry about, and once it endures is gonna be in trouble because I still have a Bullet Punch Metagross left that he hasn't seen. So he endures and I Bullet Punch, and he stays with 1 health. And if this is it doesn't matter, Parahax or not, I'm winning this game. But it's the Bullet Punch, and that's it. So good game, X Soldier. This was really fun. Hope to do a few more of these. Peace.